I am J.Lee, the writer, director, producer, and a whole bunch of other titles of The Murderer, CEO, president of J.Lee Productions. This is our 8th production, The Murderer. I was inspired to write and produce The Murderer by the simple fact we've never done a murder mystery. It was something different. It was a challenge. It was a push. And I definitely wanted to, it's been a minute since we've been on the big screen as far as film goes. We've done stage plays, we've done like 2 documentaries. And we haven't been on the big screen in a minute. And that was something that I had a desire to do, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I actually reached out to Johnny and I pitched a couple of ideas to him. Then I pitched a couple of ideas to the team. And everybody was kind of gung-ho on the whole idea of a murder mystery.
It's something different from all the other productions that we've done. I think it brings a more serious side, and J.Lee kind of stretches his writing skills with this new film that he has.
When he came to me with his vision of a murder mystery, I was somewhat excited because that's uncharted ground for us too. So we took it wholeheartedly and we went gung-ho with it, and I think we really made a good project. We really put together a good project that people are gonna like.
I am probably the hardest when it comes to critiquing our body of work. I am not easily pleased. Many of the productions, when they were finished being, written, it was just like, okay, Jimmy, that was cool, or that was good, or people gonna like it, I guess. It was kind of like that for me. But The Murderer, even in the beginning stages of it, I was excited about it because it's a different body of work. It's a different genre for J.Lee Productions.
I think the reason why this particular project is going to be so different, like I said, we've never done a murder mystery. It's a short film. It's something that you're actually going to watch. It's not live. It's taped. Outside of that, it's dark. It's twisted. It's more serious.
What sets The Murderer apart from every other production is it's something that I've never done. Things like having to cry in a lot of scenes, it's very overwhelming at times. You begin crying and you can't stop and your eyes are swelling up and you got to go to the next scene. So it was definitely levels to this particular project. Definitely levels to this particular project.
There were many challenges in regards of this production. Wow, where do we begin?
The biggest challenge is working with everyone's schedule. We have to look at the work schedules of other cast members. We have to look at the work schedules of the team members. We have to look at the work schedule of the production team. Everybody that's involved has also other things going on and projects that they're working on outside of the project that we're working on with J.Lee Productions. So trying to come to a point in time where we can all come together to get a consensus on when we can actually do filming, when we actually do rehearsals, all those type of things. That's one of the biggest challenges that we have when we're doing the production.
We spent a lot of time making a schedule. We had to work around people's real jobs and prior plans, and every day, okay, we're gonna stay on schedule, we're gonna be on time, but every time we showed up, there was an issue after issue after issue. We battled everything. We battled people, each other, weather, whatever it was to fight, we had to fight it.
Sometimes we have late nights. We're there 12 to 3 o'clock in the morning, just depending on what's going on.
It's a tedious process from script to set, and even more tedious from set to screen. We get on set, and we've already got the script there, and we've already got actors in place, and we've got the scene somewhat blocked, and then we do a dry run of what we want to see, and then once we've done our dry run and we have all our lighting set up, then we go into actually filming take one, and We shoot different angles, and we shoot it until we're all satisfied with it.
You got to kind of do it over and over again, especially when you're doing a short film. You got a lot of takes, and you know, if you're dealing with JC, you know, you got to do something over and over again, like maybe 20, 30 times so he gets it right. And you have to stay in there for hours and hours and hours doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't understand why he does it. You know, apparently he's got a lot of film or tape or whatever it is that they're using, but you know, we're doing like hours and hours of the same thing. So you got to be prepared to do that. You know, pack a lunch, you know, clear your schedule, you know, 'cause you're gonna do the same thing at least 20, 30 times at least. You know, you're getting home at like 3 and 4 in the morning every night. It's ridiculous. I don't even understand it, but I mean, you know, hey.
Working with Crescent Creations, I have worked with those guys ever since the beginning of J.Lee Productions. They've filmed everything from stage plays, documentaries, to short film. I don't think we could have asked for a better working relationship. They're able to see my vision or take my vision and enhance my vision, and I trust them with my vision.
Basically, I'm the middleman between the vision and how it actually happens. J.Lee comes to me with a vision, he comes to me with a script, and he said, this is what I have as my vision, and this is what I would like to see. So it's my job to interpret that in the best way I know how to the people who actually make it happen, my director of photography and my sound engineer. Because in the end, they are the people who actually put hands on the set and the lights and the sound to make these things come to life.
In filming The Murderer, and in particularly being the director of photography, we had a lot of challenges. When we look at the scenes that we're faced, the dynamic range of those scenes vary from broad daylight to midnight. And the challenge is to make a scene that is pleasing to the eye. So to achieve the looks that we did, we had to pull out all of our bags of tricks that we could come up with. We had some stuff that we had planned and we knew, hey, this will work, and we had some happy mistakes that were able to, you know, wow, we didn't know that was going to happen like that, but it works.
As a sound director, first thing first is to always make sure the sound is clear. So that would probably be my biggest challenge, make sure there's no noise, any type of outside noise. Only thing we really need is room sound, which is, you know, that's pretty much the greatest thing to have with dealing with a film. Second, probably greatest challenge is to not be in a shot. Keeping the boom out the shot and you and anything else like that out the shot would probably be the second thing. As a sound director or any member of a team should always know the set, know where we will be shooting at, shooting from, the lighting, pretty much know all of that. That way you would know where you could be that would be out of the shot, or at the same time capture the greatest sound or the highest quality sound and the cleanest sound that you can get.
Nick was played by Mario Tolliver. He plays a character that, I mean, I was really blown away with the way that Mario brought this character to life.
It took a lot for me to just really play that character, you know, 'cause he just real dirty, man, you know. He just do his wife any kind of way. Really, he do everybody any kind of way.
When we first started rehearsing with the character, Mario was, you know, he was too nice. And after we told him, you know, he needed to turn that evilness, and that it was just like, and he got it. And I think he did an excellent job bringing that character to life.
Nicholas Allen, he one of them real Grammy type guys, you know, selfish, really don't care. Just low down, man, you know. Seemed like he just do whatever he gotta do to, you know, to get where he need to be, no matter who he hurt, you know. So, he's something else with himself, though. I can tell you that.
Ebony, she was played by Eva Forbes. I've worked with her numerous times before, and she's a very talented, very talented young lady.
Ebony is strong, yet weak in so many ways. She loves her husband, but he doesn't do right by her. He doesn't treat her with the respect that she deserves. So I guess she's dynamic in a way because, like most of us, we have more than one side. You know, we could be sweet and we can be not so sweet.
Ebony is such a dynamic character. She has so many different layers. She's strong at certain points, and then she's vulnerable and she's weak, but she still has that strongness to her. And I think Eva did an excellent job of bringing that character to life.
The challenging thing about being in a love scene, and this was my first one, I think maybe on stage plays I was maybe hugging or maybe getting a bit frisky with a cast member, but this was more like clothes falling off type of deal. I was undressing in a room full of people. I think that was probably my most challenging part of actually having to kind of sort of disrobe, and not only in front of my counterpart who was in the action scene with me, but in a room full of cast members and behind the scenes people. I guess I had to look at it as it's really not me, it's Ebony, and that's a good first.
The detective was played by Kamikaze. Who better to play a detective?
Detective Carmichael is very meticulous about his job. He's very detailed. He's very detail oriented. He's very passionate about his job. He's really stoic, doesn't show a lot of emotion. He's really determined to get the perpetrator, and that's really all that matters. You know, he clearly is a man that's kind of consumed by his work, doesn't have much of a personal life, and you know, really dedicates his life to his job. So there's some similarities between the character and myself, but you know, outside of, you know, the attention to detail and being really passionate about work, man, it was kind of easy to get into this character, other than, you know, playing a policeman, because I don't like police, but, you know, playing him was easy, I guess.
When you hear his voice, he sounds like that of a detective. He just really, I don't think it was anything, I don't think it was a stretch for him. I think he just reached into himself and he pulled it out and he knocked it out. Did an awesome job. And he tried to throw some comedy in there, but I didn't want him to because I wanted everything to be serious, but it's still just a teensy-weensy little bit of comedy in there.
And J.Lee knew that if he wanted to sell this thing, that I would have to be the star and in the majority of the scene. So when you look at it, I'm gonna be in it and I'm gonna be getting my Law and Order on, you know what I'm saying? So check it out, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a nice little welcome change from what you guys are used to Kamikaze, or maybe it'll be kind of the same thing, because I'm kind of being an asshole in the movie, and that's kind of what I am in real life, so maybe it's not that far-fetched.
Then you have Riley. Riley Mason is played by Dominique Grant. She is another talented actress that I've worked with before. She took that character and I think she took it to the next level. Riley is borderline psycho, and Dominique just reached into her psychoness and just brought this character to life, and I enjoy a psycho character, and I think she enjoys playing a psycho character, and she did an excellent job of playing this particular character. Milo was played by Terry Thomas. When casting this particular character, we had cast everyone for the particular film, for this project, and we didn't have a Milo. And Terry actually showed up at the audition after we had kind of shut everything down. And so when we were trying to find a person to pick for Milo, Terry came to mind, but I knew that Terry had never played a character like this before, because Milo was very serious, and all the characters that Terry has ever played in a J.Lee production has been a comedic funny type character. It's nothing serious. So I feel like, this will be a challenge for him. And if he, really took it serious and just, really, wanted to do it, that, he could do it. I feel like he could do it. And I think he did an awesome job. Tyrus is played by Rashad. That particular character Tyrus was like the hero, smooth guy. Davin Smith was played by a young man named by the name of Brandon. Davin is somewhat of a dark guy, dark character. Terry and Tamaya. Tamaya is actually a character that I brought over from a stage play played by Brooke Mapp, and I think Brooke adds another dynamic to the show, to the film. Terry's that supportive friend. She was played by Nikki Reed, and this is a different character for her because if you know Dominique, or we call her Nikki. If you know Nikki, Nikki is a fun, loving person, always really to make you laugh, and this character was a stretch from that. Terry was very serious. BB was played by Jamiria Dixon. This is actually my second time working with this young lady. She was actually in our first short film as an extra, but she blew us away at the audition. When I say she had this character, when she read for this character at the audition, we was like, that's BB. I think it was somewhat of a challenge for her because she's somewhat of a sweet girl, nice girl, and BB is somewhat she's just like a beast. She's a boss. And so she had to really reach deep down to kind of pull some of the other emotions that character had. But I think overall she did an excellent job. I think we did an awesome job casting this particular film. I can honestly say that me and the team had a hard time casting because we had a overwhelming amount of people, very talented people that actually came out to the audition. And so it was a challenge for us to kind of go through and pull the best of the best out. And I think we did an excellent job of that.
Support J.Lee, support J.Lee Productions, support the short film, The Murderer, because it is good, and secondly, because I'm in it and I play an excellent role and an excellent part in it. Look out for Detective Carmichael. I'm really the star of this entire picture.
Although some parts are pretty friendly and lighthearted, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the ending. I don't think I even know the ending, but I'll be pleasantly surprised at the ending.
I think that within the message, a lot of people are gonna look at it and be like, wow, some of this really happens in real life. Some of these situations is things that people are going through, or some things are things that you wouldn't expect. Some people look at it and say, I've been in that situation. Some people say, I couldn't fathom being in that situation. But I think that from all different aspects, everybody's gonna really enjoy this production. It's gonna be a hit.
I just hope that everybody enjoys this particular project. We worked really, really hard on it. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of just sweat, literally, put into this particular project. I want to thank Crescent Creations for being a part of this particular project. Thanks for seeing my vision and help bring my vision to life. I would like to thank the cast for being a part of the project and doing an excellent job. The team for being there, your support system that we've had, and just everybody who has anything to do with this project. Thank you sincerely from the bottom of J.Lee's heart. Peace out.
Thank you.